Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1971 Seattle Pilots What If Scenario. Today's matchup is between the New York Yankees and the Seattle Pilots at Brainiac Stadium. On the mound for the Yankees today is Mel STOTTLEMYRE, whose record is 13-16, with a 3.07 ERA, and pitching for the Pilots is Jim Hughes, whose record is 1-0 with a 2.01 ERA. Okay, everybody, we made it to game 162. This is the final game of the 1971 Seattle Pilots season. Now, we do have a lot of things to cover today. Let's start with the facts. We do have one division that has yet to be determined, and it will, somehow, I think, wrap up today, right? We have Boston with a one-game lead over Baltimore and New York. And it is very possible that there could be two teams tied for the division lead. And so if that happens, then we will go up here and advance a day, and that will determine the division winner. It might even be possible that we could have all three teams tie for the division. I've never had that happen in Baseball Mogul, so I don't know how that works. Maybe there's a round robin. I don't know. But we'll find out if that happens, and we'll play it out today so that when today's game is over and all is said and done, we will know exactly who is in the playoffs, and that will set up our final video, which will take place tomorrow, where we'll take a look at the final standings, the league leaders. We will play the playoffs as we normally do, going one day at a time, and simming the results. And then we will do the free agent market, where we have our expiring contracts for our team. We will re-sign players who are eligible to re-sign, that we want to re-sign, and then we'll cut the ones that will go to free agency. And then once that's complete, that's a pretty quick process. Once that's complete, we'll go over to the free agent list and see who we have for next year, who might be available for free agency. Okay, so that's what you can expect between today and tomorrow, wrapping this up. If you didn't see, I already created the title card for the 1998 Arizona Diamondbacks Revisionist History season that is coming up. You can find it on our community page, also on the Brainiac Baseball Sports Cards and Gaming Facebook page. You can find that link down below. Now, what we do at the end of every season as well is we will have a Team MVP poll here on YouTube. You can go to the community page and find that after today's game, and you can vote on whichever player you think deserves to be the Team MVP. I don't know if there's any really strong candidates as we've had in the past. We have done 6 seasons of the Detroit Tigers series, and this is the 3rd year of the Seattle Pilots sim that we're doing. So, we've had every season, I think, at least one player that you could say was a team MVP, but this one's going to be tough. So your voting's important, and I appreciate that, all of those who participate. And so, as you know, at the end of every year, we have a big final giveaway. That's going to come up in the 7th inning stretch today. Here are the contestants for the final giveaway of the year. We have 8 participants here. We have Freddie C., John N., Thomas D., Julio L., newcomer Mark M. We have James K., Jason Vermont Sports Guy, and Al Bunch. And we will go over the prizes, and we will do this race during the 7th inning stretch of today's ball game. So stay tuned for that. The prizes are really fun, and the grand prize is pretty amazing, in my opinion. Hopefully you'll enjoy that as well. So with all of that being said, I think it's time to get this final game kicked off, see if we can't knock the Yankees out of the playoffs. That is always a goal. In the final game of every year that we play, I do start all of our best players in the lineup, and then around the 5th inning or so, we start taking out players, like what would happen in real life when there's nothing on the line. And so if you take a look here, I have created the pitchers to be in the rotation the way that they're going to look next year. So the injured guys are in there. We have everybody in the bullpen ready to go, except for Sid Munge. Munge Bob Squarepants, as we like to call him. He's injured, so he will not be able to play today. But everybody else is good to go, and we'll get a majority of those guys in there. We will certainly be able to do matchups today, which is fun. Mel STOTTLEMYRE, he is a right-hander. He is on the mound for the Yankees in their season finale with everything on the line. And then here's our lineup for today. It's all the regular guys, of course. The one guy that's not in there is Dave Parker. He's kind of lost favor. And although he's a left-handed bat against the righty, I want to get Pepitone in there. I want Skidmore in there. I want the guys with a little bit of power. This is the last opportunity for Joe Pepitone to get to 20 home runs. He will not be with the team next year. Okay, let's do the lineup rundown for the New York Yankees. With everything on the line, they have 2 backups in the lineup today. Unbelievable. Oh, and the catcher. Oh, no. Okay, this is ridiculous. It's like they're giving away the season. Batting leadoff. At third base is Jerry Kenney. Batting second in left field is Roy White. Batting third in right field is Ron Blomberg. Batting cleanup and catching is Charlie Sands. Batting fifth at first base is Dave McDonald. Batting sixth in center field is Dick Simpson. Batting seventh at second base is Horace Clarke. Batting eighth at shortstop is Bert Campaneris. And batting ninth is the pitcher, Mel STOTTLEMYRE. So no Solita, no Thurman Munson. Who's the normal right fielder? Bobby Mercer. No Bobby Mercer today. With everything on the line. Oh, that's brutal. Okay, well, that's something that the baseball mogul definitely gets wrong. Okay, then we have our pitcher today. It's Jim Hughes. He's making his 6th start. Possibly a 5th starter for us next year. He's put up some good numbers. 1-0 with a 2.01 ERA. He's walked more than he struck out. Opponents are batting .222 against him. A 93-mile-an-hour fastball. I love that. Ground ball percentage is 40%. Fastball topping out at 80. I'm sorry, fastball is rated at 88. That is the only good pitch he's got. He really needs to develop a secondary pitch to be a regular starter. Overall rated a 75. The 22-year-old righty is arbitration eligible at the end of the 74 season. Looking at his log. What am I doing? Looking at his log. There it is. You'll see he got his first win ever in his last start. That was against Detroit. This poor guy's already faced the Yankees twice. A combined 9 innings, giving up 4 runs. That's reasonable. I think if he does that type of effort today, we have a chance to win. Okay, take a look at our defense. This is the last time you're probably going to see this exact lineup. Left field is CRUZ. Center field is BOSCH. Right field is Joey Pep. Infield of Rich Rollins. AUERBACH at short. Second base is Fuentes. And first base is Skidmore. Behind home plate is Manny SANGUILLEN. Okay, here we go. Jerry Kenney leading it off against Jim Hughes. 1-2 count. And Kenney strikes out looking. Oh, these Yankees. I actually almost feel a little bad for the Yanks. Roy White's up next. Oh, and a walk, of course. So we got the poo-poo platter. The old strikeout walk combo right out of the gate. And Ron Blomberg at the plate. Not a single bat in the lineup with double-digit home runs today. But Blomberg does have a 92 power, so got to be careful with him. Pounds it into the dirt in front of home plate, and an error on SANGUILLEN. Everybody's safe. And cleanup hitter Charlie Sands, the catcher today, with runners in scoring position, with a runner in scoring position. Popping it up on the infield, AUERBACH will make the catch. 2 down. And Dave McDonald with his 2nd start of the year. He is the first baseman today. And he's going to make it 1-0. Schlubs are coming through. First and third, 1-0 Yankees. Here's Dick Simpson, and it's 2-0. Okay, so it doesn't really matter. We weren't going to have a chance to win today, so we'll just let them get it out of their system. They're going to bat through, it looks like, here in the first. And there's that in the third. All right, 3-0. That's the ball game. We will play it out because we do have some fun stuff to give away later. Here's our lineup for today. Batting leadoff at second base is Tito Fuentes. Batting second in left field is Jose Cruz. Batting third and catching is Manny SANGUILLEN. Batting cleanup in right field is Joe Pepitone. Batting fifth at first base is SKIDMORE. Batting sixth at third base is Rich Rollins. Batting seventh in center field is Don Bosch. Batting eighth is the shortstop Rick AUERBACH. And batting ninth, if we get that far with him, is Jim Hughes. Pitching for the Yankees is Mel STOTTLEMYRE, his 39th start of the year. That is a career high. 13-16 with a 3.07 ERA. Believe it or not, that is the worst ERA of the rotation for the Yankees. 160 strikeouts and 287 and 2/3 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .222 against him, 8 complete games and 3 shutouts. Fastball tops out at 88 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage pretty high, 51%. He's got 2 good pitches, the slider and the sinker. Overall rated an 85. The 29-year-old righty's a free agent after the 74 season. We're going to take a look at his log here. He's winning and losing every other game at this point, so that means a win today for sure. I think that's already been determined. He did beat the Pilots back on September 21st, where he gave up 4 runs. So if we can hold him to 3, maybe we got a shot. And then he lost to the A's in his last start. Okay, we'll take a look at the Yankees defense today. Left field is the great Roy White. Center field is Dick Simpson. Right field is Blomberg, 92 rating. That's hilarious. Infield solid. First base with McDonald's below league average and behind the plate. Charlie Sands, what is his arm rating? A 76. So perhaps somebody we can run on today pads some stats. That's all we really have on the line, as Fuentes leads off the game with a base hit. Into left field, a single. 70% chance to steal second with a pitcher who doesn't have a fastball and a catcher who has a poor arm. I mean, why not? Let's have Fuentes try to steal second base. Slider, and he does steal second. Nicely done, Fuentes. His 16th stolen base, a career high. 16 for 24 this year. And a runner in scoring position for Jose Cruz. In my opinion, Cruz probably is the team MVP. Comebacker to Stottlemyre. Fuentes does go to third. Cruz had 41 doubles this year and leads the team in runs scored and walks. All right, we have a runner at third. He's going to go on contact. Manny SANGUILLEN, great contact hitter. His error in the first opened the door to those 3 runs, and he pops it up. So yeah, we have no chance of winning today. And Joey Pep, in his final game as a Pilot, will walk. Skidmore will be the everyday first baseman next year. First and third. Lined out the left. Yeah. So that, I mean, we have no chance of winning. All right. Walk the pitcher. Ground ball to short. No chance at a double play. Roy White. A comebacker to the mound. Hughes will get the lead runner at second. And Ron Blomberg, who was safe on the error, with another comeback to the pitcher. All right, well, we keep him off the board. Bottom of the second, Rich Rollins. Whoa, a very rare walk for Rollins. I think that's only his 19th of the year. If it wasn't for his high batting average, he wouldn't have a reasonable on-base percentage, that's for sure. Yeah, number 19. That is the worst walk total of his 3 seasons as a Pilot. Leadoff man is on. Here's Don Bosch. Base hit the left field. Good job by Bosch. That'll get his average up to 250. Nope, we're not going to take the chance. Not that it matters. First and second, nobody out for Rick Auerbach. I guess we bunt. And then pinch hit for Hughes. 2-0. Let's try to get him over. That's a good bunt to first. Getting the job done. Everybody's safe and advancing. Hughes will come out. All up runs were unearned, so it didn't hurt his ERA in any way. We have a lot of pitchers to get out there today. So, yeah, okay, so here's Dave Parker. I wonder if they'll intentionally walk Parker. Parker's a big part of our future, but very disappointing in his first go-around. Batting only .253 with 2 home runs. Ground ball up the middle. Rollins will score. And we are on the board. Getting that run the hard way. Here's Tito Fuentes. Single, stolen base. And a blooper into center. There will be called. Okay. Well, we won't be shut out today. I suppose that is something. Parker, we're not going to use him. That's going to be the end of Parker's season. If you want to see what he did, I'll give you a quick look. We almost got him 200 at-bats. He only drove in 16 runs, struck out a ton. I mean, you know, he's 20 years old. He's got a bright future ahead of him with a 97 rating. But he did not really show us much. Okay, so we got a pitcher coming in. We got 2 lefties. I guess we bring in... Man, Edgerton was terrible yesterday. Let's bring in My Name is Earl. The thing about Earl is that he's bad, and also he can strike out base batters, so maybe we give him 2 lefties here and see if we can't get the job done. Charlie Sands with an 0-1 count. Popping it up to the left of second base. Shortstop will make the catch. Auerbach. 1 out. Dave McDonald, a 1, and a base hit, of course. So that'll do it for Earl. We're going to bring in Ron Erbel. He is known as the Gerbil. Gerbing it up. He had a great start. Almost pitched a no-hitter in his previous appearance. Good to see him on the mound. This is his final game. Striking out, Dick Simpson. 2 down. 0-2 count to Clarke. And a ground ball to Skidmore. He's out number 3. Good job by the Gerb. We'll bring him out for another inning. Jose Cruz will lead off the bottom of the 3rd. Don't forget, we've got the giveaway during the 7th inning stretch. I tell you not to forget, but I got to remember. Sometimes I get a little carried away, and I've blown past it before. Cruz popping up. Manny SANGUILLEN grounding out. And Joey Pep looking for that 20th home run. Not going to get it. Oh, he lines it to 3rd. Kenny will make the catch. 3-1 New York. I'd love to know what was happening in the other games. Here's Bert CAMPANERIS. Under 200 for the Yankees. And Erbel hits him. Damn it. What the hell, man? Gonna pull the corners in. STOTTLEMYRE. Okay. Oh, CAMPANERIS is thrown out stealing. I thought he was hitting back-to-back batters. That's hilarious. A good job by SANGUILLEN with a terrible year, by the way. Behind the plate, he had the error. Look at his fielding numbers. So he had 12 errors. Oh, it's a big improvement, actually. No, it's not. He had 13 errors in 90 games, but with a 10 range, this year he's got barely a 1 range, making 12 errors, and the caught stealing percentage has dropped nearly 10 points. That's a bummer. Okay, bases are empty though with 1 out, and now we can move the corners back to regular position, and then Herbal walks the pitcher. Okay, well here comes the lefty, so Herbal will come out. 90 innings for Herbal. I don't think I would have predicted that. Ron Locke into the game. Ron Locke, take a look at him. He was our best reliever this year. And he does get lefties out, you know, relatively well. We need him to come through for us here in the 4th. And he strikes out Kenny. Good job. Roy White's going to turn around and bat right-handed as a switch hitter. And he does bat .353 versus lefty. So we're going to guard the lines. We don't want the pitcher to score from first on a double. Because White does have the advantage here. A base hit into center field. That's fine. It's fine. Is how I feel with the dog having the building burning around him. And then Blomberg strikes him out. Good job. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning as I drink a little coffee. Okay. Roe Skidmore will lead it off. These are the final at-bats for the starters. Skidmore strikes out. That's a bad way to go. Rich Rollins, his final at-bat of the year. Oh, and a base hit to left field. That's great. 307 batting average. I believe, we'll find out for sure tomorrow, I believe he is second in the American League in batting average. Runner on first, Don Bosch. Oh, a pass ball by Charlie Sands allows Rollins to get in the scoring position. Base hit will get us a 1 run closer. No. And Auerbach. 1-2. Copy that. It's a real bummer. I was hoping we'd win this final game. It's not going to be our luck today. We go to the top of the 5th inning. Ron Locke will face these next 2 lefties, Sands and McDonald. No, and then actually so this is the 5th inning. So we will take out some players now. Auerbach will definitely come out, and we'll bring in Mark Belanger, who deserves some recognition here. Rich Rollins will come out. Oops, I'm sorry, what am I doing? It's all over here. Rich Rollins will come out. Great job by him. Terrible defensive year, but we knew that. Coming in will be Greg Pryor. And Tito Fuentes will come out. And we will bring in Van Kelly. Great defensive player. Okay. That's what we're going to do for right now. So big defensive upgrade. Here we go. Charlie Sands. 0-1 count. And all that for a ground ball to second. 1 down. Here's Dave McDonald. Ground ball to short. Belanger. Good job by him. All right, Ron Locke coming out of the ball game. We got a long way to go. Let's see here. Yeah, we got a long way to go, and we'll have to pinch hit whoever we bring in. You know what? Let's see if we can't get Locke to close out this inning instead of just wasting a guy. All right, Dick Simpson, 2-2. All right, that worked. That's good. Ron Locke, great job by him. Struck out 3 batters in an inning and the third, 1 2/3 innings. I mean, by far our best relief pitcher. Man, great job by him. He is arbitration eligible, and I don't like to pay bullpen arms, but if you look at what he's done for us in 3 seasons, including getting some starts, I think he deserves whatever he gets. We'll pay him. Okay, so Locke is going to come out of the game for a pinch hitter. Let's go ahead and bring in Scott Northey, and he'll go in for defensive purposes. Scott Northey, he's our 4th outfielder, and well, I mean, you could argue we have like 3 4th outfielders, but he gets the job done defensively. Ground ball to short. Easy out. Here's Van Kelly. He'll be on the team next year. 1-2. Striking out looking. Stottlemyre's in a groove. And Jose Cruz. I want to see him bat. Oh, okay. That's what you're going to do with your final at bat. All right, so Northey will come in and play center field. Bosch coming out of the game. Lackluster year for Bosch. A player who shouldn't get 300 at-bats gets 300 at-bats. Pepitone will go in and play first base as SKIDMORE comes out. And right field will be, is it Joe Keogh? No, Joe Keogh will go into left field. And right field will be Don Young. All right. So the only everyday player in there is SANGUILLEN, who deserves to stay one more inning, and then and Pepitone. We really don't have another first baseman. I guess Devaney could play there. We'll figure it out. Okay. And we need a new pitcher. We got some righties coming up. So let's bring in let's bring in Chris Zachary. Chris Zachary could be our 5th starter next year. He's pretty bad performances. Take a look at the defense. It's all in the 80s. He's had some bad performances, but he does technically have the highest rating of any player that's not in the starting rotation. Oh. Give us some results here, please. That's a weird little delay. Okay, back-to-back strikeouts. We'll take that. Stottlemyre staying in the game. Probably a good idea. Lining it to center. Stottlemyre's had a good game today. All right. Flies out to center field. We go to the bottom of the 6th. We're inching closer. SANGUILLEN will get one final at-bat to get that average closer to 300, perhaps. We are being 3 hit today and a base at the center field. We'll pinch run. No, we're not going to go for 2. We'll pinch run SANGUILLEN for someone who's got some speed. Jerry Devaney. Coming in. Now, oh man, do we just straight steal? Do we hit and run? I kind of want Pepitone to hit a home run. I think we got to let Pepitone swing away. He is capable of getting a 2-run shot, right? And it is game 162. Nope, a double play. That is apropos. The guy who's hitting the more double plays than anybody on the team. Oh, well. That was our last best shot right there. And there's Don Young. That's what Don Young does. Okay, top of the 7th inning. Getting revved up for the giveaway. We can't have Devaney behind the plate, but I guess he can go to first. And then catcher will be Fred Kendall, who will be our backup catcher next year, I believe. Kendall coming into the ball game. These are all the schlubs that we possibly could get. Yeah, I'm not really worried about anybody else getting in there today. Maybe Leon Brown. Okay. And Zachary will come out because we have the lefties. I would really like to get Munge in there, but he's not going to do it. So we'll bring in, let's bring in Lance Rotson. 19-year-old who made a start. Did not pitch particularly good. Rotson will come in, pitch an inning here in the 7th. High fly ball right field. Who's in right now? Young making the catch. One down. Roy White. Yeah, he's going to demolish the left-hander. Base hit to right. Only 6 hits for the Yankees. Ron Blomberg. Oh, a stolen base by White. Up 2 runs in the 7th inning. That is his 12th of the year. In scoring position. Now for Blomberg with an 0-1 count. Popping it up near home plate. A foul out. Play made by the third baseman Pryor. Okay, we're 1 out away from the giveaway. It's Charlie Sands. 0-2. And Sands strikes out. Okay, guys. Here we go. Let's do it. Let's pull up the duck race. And we'll get to super full screen mode here. Will that work? Oh no, actually I want to show you the prizes, so we need to do that in this mode. Okay, so we have already covered the contestants today, and when we do a giveaway like this, we do the duck race, we always put 1:45 on the clock, and we're going to shuffle the characters one time. We're going to do that right now so you can find your corresponding duck, and we'll see what their characters are dressed like, and then we'll show you the prizes. So here we go. We're going to shuffle the characters one time. Give us a little randomization. So here it is. Down here at the end, we have John N. in the purple polka dot duck. We have Thomas D. as the scholar duck. We have James K. as just a regular old duck, it looks like. Freddie C. as the snorkel duck. Julio L. looks like a Roman duck. Jason Vermont Sports Guy is a red striped duck. Al Bunch is the regular old duck, and Mark M at the top is a Dr. Duck. And here are the prizes for today's giveaway. Let's show you those third place prize. Pop it up right here. Taking its sweet time, because it's a sweet prize. There it is. It is a 1977 All-Pro Baseball Stars preseason guide written by New York Times sports writer Bruce Weber. Inside this book, it gives you the preseason highlights for the 1977 season. Of course, that's the year that the Seattle Mariners and the Toronto Blue Jays came into existence. So they do a synopsis for every team, including the 2 expansion teams after the expansion draft. They give you the last-minute transactions that have taken place in January of 1977. And then they give you a look at all the All-Stars and the rookie star from each position from the previous year. So they talk about Mark Fidrich. You talk about Jason Thompson from my Tigers. It's very cool. The book, I'm a little disappointed in the condition of it. And because of that, I am also going to include, for the third place winner, a 1977 Topps Mark the Bird Fidrich rookie card with that prize. So that is the third place prize. Let me show you the second place prize for today. It is this 1978 Seattle Mariners Media Guide. So this will be 1 year after the expansion season, their second season in the media guide. It gives you a synopsis of every player, their career information, all the players in the minor league, or at least the ones that are on the 40-man roster, I suppose. A very cool, very rare piece of memorabilia for the Seattle Mariners. I hope you all really like this one. It was kind of tough to find. I was looking for the 1977 media guide. I just couldn't find one anywhere. So I went with the second season, and that is the second place prize. Now the grand prize, let me close this out. The grand prize for today, damn it, sorry, my bad. There it is. The grand prize for today is this 1936 Sporting News Luke Appling sports stamp. It's hand cut, as they all were back in the day. It is SGC graded authentic, which in this situation means that it is an authentic Sporting News sports stamp, but it is missing the entirety of the sports stamp, which included a written blurb down below about Luke Appling and his career up to that point. So this is the grand prize. It is a 1936 Sporting News sports stamp, pre-World War II. A really nice prize. This is the only one that I could find anywhere on the internet. So it's going to have some high value in the future, something you want to hold on to, or you may want to turn around and sell it and make yourself a little bit of quick cash. It's a good prize to do that as well. So this is the grand prize for today. All right, let's get ourselves a winner for today. We're going to go into super full screen mode, and we are going to start the race on the count of 3. Here we go. Good luck to everybody. I really do appreciate everyone. I love giving away prizes. It is my favorite thing to do. It's my way of showing appreciation to all of you that check in every single day. And if you're a newcomer like Mark M., if you stay subscribed to the channel, you can get in on future giveaways. Just follow along on our community page or watch the games, and you'll know when the prizes are coming up. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, quack! All right, Jason Vermont Sports Guy. He's a bill ahead of everybody else. We have a minute 30 to go. Mark M at the top, Al Bunch and James K in the middle of the pack. John N bringing up the rear. Julio L, Freddie C, and Thomas D keeping pace as Julio L jumps ahead. I really think a minute 45 is the right amount because it sort of allows everything to get jumbled up a couple of times. So it increases the randomization. We're coming up to 1 minute to go, and Jason Vermont Sports Guy in the lead. That usually is a telltale sign that eventually you're going to drop back in the pack. Everyone is really pacing themselves here. As Thomas D drops back, Freddie C and Jason Vermont Sports Guy bill to bill. Julio L right about to the tail of Jason Vermont Sports Guy. Everyone else is biding their time. Here comes Thomas D as we're coming up to 30 seconds to go. Julio L moving up. Al Bunch finally making a move. It's really divided into two separate groups here. The lead pack and the bringing up the rear. 20 seconds to go. Okay, Jason Vermont Sports Guy, Freddie C falling back. That's a good sign. Julio L and Thomas D maybe hung out to dry with 10 seconds to go. Here comes everybody. Al Bunch at the top. Jason Vermont Sports Guy. Here's Mark M coming up. Julio L, Thomas D dropping back. Al Bunch is going to be the winner. Congratulations to Al Bunch. Let's take a look at the top 3. Second place prize of the Seattle Mariners Media Guide is Julio L. Third place prize is Jason Vermont Sports Guy. He gets the Mark the Bird Vintage Baseball card as well as the 1977 All-Star Guide. Thomas D, newcomer Mark M, James K, Freddie C, and John N bringing up the rear. Okay, very good. Congratulations to Al Bunch and our other 2 winners of prizes today. I will have my email in the comments below. Email me as soon as you can. I'd like to make one trip to the post office if possible. That just makes it so much easier. Email me your address. Shipping is free, and I will get your prizes out ASAP. Okay, wow, that took a lot out of me as we are in the 7th inning of our final game of the year. I need a little drink of my coffee. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Greg Pryor will lead it off. Yankees still have a lot to lose today as Pryor leads it off with a line drive to right. That may be the hardest hit ball off Stottlemyre all day. Rawson will come out. A very solid inning of work. He is definitely a player for the future for us. We have one left-handed bat. It is going to be the Rimp. We have not seen Clay Dalrymple in over a month, right? Let's look at his log. Yeah, since August 31st, the Rimp has had a very bad year, and he is a free agent. He will not be back. So as a left-handed bat, he will get to play today against Mel Stottlemyre. 1-2, strikes out. Come on, you're going to get one last at bat and leave it like that. Oh, no. Speaking of shitty bats, Belanger does finish above the Belanger line. And a ground ball. A 1-2-3 7 thing. We are going out with a whimper. Let's bring in a new reliever. We got 2 innings to go, right? Yeah, they're going to bat twice. We need to see Ray Peters. Peters, great job this year. Unsung hero of the team. I mean, for a team MVP, we could put Peters, Locke, and Sanders as a threesome for team MVP, and they would deserve it. Okay, Peters is going to face Dave McDonald's here. Dave McDonald. I'm thinking how hungry I am. McDonald popping it up. Van Kelly making the catch at second. Here's a Dick Simpson. Ground ball. Kelly. 2 down. And Horace Clarke stepping in with a ground ball to second. All right, so Van Kelly makes all the plays. Bottom of the 8th inning, Northey will get in at bat. I think he already has it at bat, right? Let's take a look at the in-game stats. All right, here we go. Northey. It's Northey, Kelly, and Keogh. Those are our final batters for the year. Oh, no, we'll have 3 more. I'm sorry. I'm jumping ahead. Here's Van Kelly, 0 for 1, struck out. Weak ground ball to short. And Joe Keogh with an at-bat. God, we are such a terrible B team. All right, Yankees down to their final batters. All right, Wayne Granger. Granger started the year as our closer, and then he just pissed it away. 1-2. That's very Granger-like. Stottlemyre. 1-2. Ground ball to Belanger. Double play. All right, we are down to our final out, and that means Denny Riddleberger will wrap this game up as he deserves to. Great job by Riddleberger this year. A couple of games where he got blowed up. That hurt his ERA. But all in all, a good season. And he'll be back next year. Okay, guys, it has come to this. Devannon, Kendall, Young. No, that's horrible. Actually, Devannon, good player. Looking forward to having him back next year. Here we go. Mel Stottlemyre going for the complete game victory and another weak shot. Back to Stottlemyre. Fred Kendall did have a 2-hit game in his last start. Hey, give him another hit. I like what I've seen from Kendall here. Not a lot of speed. Do we have anybody? That could be an important run. I guess, is Leon Brown fast? Yeah, 91 speed. Okay, Leon Brown will come in, pitch run. Don Young. Oh, God, what suckitude this guy is. 2-2. Oh, line drive to the left. That's not going to get it done. 2 down. And it is up to Greg Pryor to keep the season alive. He is not up to the task, folks. Defensive indifference. All right, 1-0. Prior, 1-2. Oh, that's going to do it, folks. That is the 1971 Seattle Pilots season coming to an end. Yankees win 3-1. Doesn't make a difference. Let's see if we need to have a one-game playoff. All right, we're going to finish 78 and 84, as it says simulating up here. 78-84, that is a 7-game improvement over last year. Let's take a look at the standings. And we do have a one-game playoff as Boston botches it. Baltimore will finish one game back, or maybe 1.5, right? So we need to play one day. Does this show in the playoffs? No. Okay. So we have to advance a day. Play the AL tiebreaker. So we're going to just play one day and find out who the winner is. Will it be Boston? Or will that victory by the Yankees be important? Let's see. Boom. Okay. Oh, it's auto-saving. Well, that's unnecessary at the moment. But, you know, what can we do? We got to let them save the game. Who will be the winner of the American League East? I'm not sure it's worth this kind of drama at this point. All right, come on. All right. So who won the division? Boston, after all that. Boston beats the Yankees. Can we get a box score for that? I want to see the box score, don't you? Let's take a look at Boston. I thought I hit it. Okay, there we go. And look at their calendar. They're going to play the A's. 6-5. Let's pull up that box score and check it out. May as well. We've come this far, right? 22-6 in September to make a run and win the division. That is kind of exciting. Good job by Baseball Mogul there. All right, here we go. How did that go? Who got the start? Doc Medich. And then the bullpen kind of let them down. Did they get all the good guys in there? Not really. Why did they not use Thurman Munson? They did go with everybody else but Munson. That's weird. Rick Miller hit his 6th home run. Solita did get his 38th. Dick Mills. It was actually Sparky Lyle got the win. Okay, anyway. There you go. That's fine. Let's wrap all this up then. Pull back to the pilot. So we will have a separate video. It'll pop up tomorrow. We'll take a look at the official standings. We'll take a look at the league leaders. We will run the playoffs through. We do it one day at a time. It actually goes pretty quickly, considering there's no wild card. It's the Dodgers and the Cardinals, the A's and the Red Sox. And we advance a day at a time, and we'll get the results. And then when that is complete, we go to free agency, where we'll take a look at our expiring contracts and make some decisions. So that will bring the season to a close, the regular season. Thank you to everyone who's popped in, even just for one game, and checked this out. If you stuck around, I mean, I am very grateful to you. I would love to be able to give prizes to everybody who, you know, has showed any attention to this wacky channel. We will have another season coming next year with 1972. All the new 1972 baseball cards, which are so much fun. This is my favorite baseball cards of the era, of the decade. And so that'll be fun for me to add all those cards. And as you may have noticed, we will be doing the 1998 Arizona Diamondbacks Revisionist History season coming up on April 15th. So if you stick around for the playoffs for tomorrow, and if not, we will hope to see you either next year or for the Arizona Diamondbacks season. Winners of the contest, please make sure you get me your address ASAP. Until tomorrow, everyone, have a great day.